你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分。
Teresa Deng, whose Chinese name was Deng Lijun, was a Taiwanese singer, one of the most famous and successful singers to originate from the Mandarin-speaking world. She is known to the Chinese community worldwide, especially in Southeast Asian countries, even in groups who may not speak Mandarin as their primary Chinese dialect. Deng's popularity was at the peak throughout the 1970s and 1980s, and still remained popular even in the 1990s up to her death in 1995. She was known for her folk songs and ballads, such as When Will You Return? And The Moon Represents My Heart. She recorded songs not only in Mandarin but also in Taiwanese Cantonese Japanese Indonesian and English. She also spoke French fluently. Deng was born in Yulin, Taiwan in 1953 and became famous in Taiwan after she sang the theme of a Taiwanese TV series called Jingjing in 1969. After that, she was not only well known in China, but also in Japan, Thailand, and Malaysia. Deng played an insignificant role in the field of modern music. During 1970 to 1980, many music experts said that Asia had only two kinds of music, Deng-style music and no Deng-style music. It's no exaggeration to say that the name Deng Lijun marks a new era of music, and it is also a crucial point in the history of music. Nowadays, when we discover the detail of modern popular music, we can find many songs in China and Japan was inspired by Deng or have many similarities with her songs. From another point of view, even now there are many popular singers think Deng's songs as internal classics.
Deng's father was a soldier in the Republic of China Armed Forces from Daming, Hebei Province, and her mother was from Dongping, Shandong Province. She's the only daughter in the family, with three older brothers and a younger brother. She was educated at Jinling Girls' High Schools in Taipei. She was soon able to support her family with her singing. Taiwan's rising manufacturing economy in the 1960s made the purchase of records easier for more families. With her father's approval, she quit schools to pursue her singing professionally. Deng's singing style is noted for its simplicity and sincerity. Ye Yueyu, a professor of cultural theory at the University of Southern California, said it was a sweetness in her voice that made her famous. She had a perfect voice for folk songs and ballads, and she added traditional folk songs stylings into Western-style compositions. Her voice, was also described as being like weeping and pleading, but with strength, capable of drawing in and hypnotizing listeners. Songwriter Hong Yuanzuo said Teng's voice was 7 parts sweetness, 3 parts tears. Teng gained her first taste of fame in 1968 when a performance on a popular Taiwanese music program led to a record contract. She released several albums within the next few years under the Live Record label. In 1973, she attempted to crack the Japanese market by singing with the Japan Polydor Record Company. An annual singing competition of the most successful artists. She was named Best New Singing Star. Following her success in Japan, Teng recorded several Japanese songs, including original hits such as Give Yourself to the Flow to Time, which was later covered in Mandarin as I Only Care About You. In the early 1980s, continuing political tensions between mainland China and Taiwan led to her music, along with that of other singers from Taiwan and Hong Kong, being banned for several years in mainland China for being too capitalist. Her popularity in mainland China continued to grow nonetheless, thanks to its black market. As Teng's songs continued to play everywhere, from nightclubs to government buildings, the ban on her music was soon lifted. Her fans nicknamed her Little Teng because she had the same family name as Deng Xiaoping. Teng's contract with Polydor ended in 1981, and she signed a contract with Taurus Records in 1983 and made a successful comeback appearance in Japan. In 1983, Taurus released her album 淡淡幽情, which consisted of a setting of 12 poems from the Tang and Song dynasties. The music, written by composers of her earlier hits, blended modern and traditional Oriental and Occidental styles. The most popular single from the album is Wishing We Last Forever, and it is also my favorite. The number of hits released in the years from 1984 to 1989 make them Teresa Teng's golden years to many of her fans. During this time, she won the All Japan Record Awards for 4 consecutive years. Teng was also named one of the top female singers in the world by Time magazine. However, there is no article in the Time magazine website, so the reliability of such report is questionable. Unfortunately, Teng died from a cerebral asthma attack while on holiday in Thailand at the age of 42. Teng was giving state honors at her funeral in Taiwan. President Li Denghui was in attendance among thousands. She was buried in a mountainside tomb at Qingpaoshan, a cemetery in Jinshan, Taipei County overlooking the north coast of Taiwan. The gravesite features a statue of Teng and a large electronic piano keyboard set in the ground that can be played by visitors who step on the keys.
Although after 22 years later of Teresa Teng's death, people still cannot forget about her. Nowadays, Japan used 5D technology to present Teresa Teng on stage. Teresa Teng do impact a lot of people such as the ethnic Shan singer Sai Mao in Malaysia and Angie Chu. According to Angie Chu, a famous Hong Kong actress, and was the third runner-up in the 1933 Miss Hong Kong pageant. She said that Teresa Teng is the idol of her life. According to Jane M. Ferguson, a lecturer in anthropology and Southeast Asian history at the Australian National University, she said that many of Sai Mao's songs are copied the Taiwanese superstar Teresa Teng. Following the historical backdrop of these brave versions uncovers the transitional character of music itself, as well as the subnational geopolitical connections that exists amid the Cold War a long time in territory Southeast Asia. According to Encyclopedia of World Biography Online, the reason why Teresa Tan's song can be entered Chinese market is because the People's Republic of China was off limits as a result of its government censor board. Although she could not enter Chinese market successfully, her songs were familiar by a huge number of Chinese people. Compared with current singers, Fei Wang should be the closest one. According to the article, The Anomalous of Being Fei Wang, Gender Policies in Chinese Popular Music, the author thinks Fei Wang influential among adolescents and young women. The author thinks Fei Wang has not only become a figure of textual identification but also a polyseismic icon for cultural aspiration and feminist projects throughout Great China. However, Fei Wang is very important in the current music scene. I still think there is no one have the social impact just like Teresa Tan in mainland Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Southeast Asia. However, I do agree with the author that Fei Wang is the most accomplished female singer in China after Teresa Tan. Except for Fei Wang, the most influential singer after Teresa Tan should be J. Zhou. According to an article called Western Style Chinese Pop, J. Zhou's Rap and Hip Hop in China, it says that J. Zhou is the most popular Chinese singer in the number of Chinese communities. And the author also said that J. Zhou's significance lies in its implications as a successful marketing model for China and beyond to the larger Asian market. I think this is one of the biggest differences between J. Zhou and Teresa Tan, which is the social environment is different. During Teresa Tan's time, China just ended the anti-Japanese war. The whole society in that time is very unstable, which led a consequence that the Chinese government restricted, controlled all foreign songs and products. However, J. Zhou is in the period that China desired to absorb different culture and purchase diversity, which causes a very different consequence than Teresa Tan. How an older thinks about Teresa Tan. This is an answer from one of our group members' grandma.
80年代的时候啊，这个邓丽君的歌曲已经流行到大陆了。当时我们都爱听她的歌，因为什么呢？因为这个邓丽君的嗓音特别甜美，咬字也特别清楚，在唱歌的时候呢，声情并茂，所以我们都喜欢，都互相啊听。她有带的，就是那时候都生活条件不是特别好吧，大家伙都去买录音机。然后你借给我，我借给你，互相传哪个没听过的歌都往下录。我家的老头呢也是，那会儿生活条件比较困难，就这样攒了半个月的工资买了一个录音机，专门录这个邓丽君的歌，所以当时就可见人们都听这歌都听入迷了。所以我们这当时呢没见过邓丽君长什么样，也不知道她是什么外貌。可是通过这个后来放的有录像带了，这才发现了，原来邓丽君呢长得也是一个比较端庄稳重的这么，而且是长得总的来说挺好看的，也是吧？所以举止呢也特别稳重，我们特别喜欢，也挺有气质的。总之吧，这个要是论人品，论歌声，他都给人留下了很深刻的印象。人品不错，而且歌声好听，这就是我们对邓丽君的认识和感想。在当时，我跟你说一件事吧， 你也别笑话我啊！当时你爷爷听这歌都入了迷了，而且我又想看电视也不让看，让我听别的谁的歌都不让听。后来我就觉得这歌怎么那么好听呢？有一次我就是后来呢，就是他不在家的时候，我就开始放这录音带。哎，我在干活、洗衣服、收拾屋子，干一天听他的歌我也不累，而且也不困。所以我觉得这个歌给人心情特别好。
Although Teresa Teng is dead for 29 years, people still cannot forget about her. Although nowadays many singers are excellent, no one can compare to Teresa Teng and so prosper. And this is the ending of the video. Thank you all for watching.